Okay, it says we're live. So, all right, welcome from the crossroads of America. Tonight is a 1 hour talk show meant to be shooting with disabilities, but we talk guns, politics, or anything else that crosses my mind. We'll answer questions from the audience either in the chat or by email at rickslifeasIseeit@gmail.com or spottedrick@gmail.com. I have a Patreon page, PayPal, and all that other good stuff below. So there we go. We got that out of the way. Let's see who's in the room, who's in the chat first. Kingpin, then Squiblo, then Defense Dad. Who else has shown up so far? Crystal Swore. Oh, G23, Jason Stewart's here. So they're starting to drop in now. Introducing my panel so far tonight, I've got New York Outcast. How you doing?
Doing well. Thanks for having me. Thanks for joining us. Look at all these brilliant people showing up here.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's inspiring, except the Glock guy.
You know, then we've got Squibload. How's it going? How's the beer?
It's nice and cold. It's kind of nice to be at home in front of a big screen where I can look at the live chat and I don't have to worry about, people at work bugging me, all that background noise, forklift guy, any of that stuff, and having a nice cold Yingling. And life is good. Oh, did I steal somebody's tagline? No, he can sue me.
No, I mean, did your factory close down during this week between Christmas and New Year?
Nope. Well, yes and no. Normally it shuts down, and then we put certain departments on day shift. Everybody else gets laid off, and certain departments all consolidate on the day shift. So maintenance, my department, all of us would be on day shift working on projects that things we can't do while they're running. And then like quality and shipping, receiving, they would do inventory, stuff like that. Well, we're so backed up with work that we actually ran last week, and we've been trying to get some of these maintenance things done. I'm totally off schedule. Waking up at 4 a.m. is messing me up, but yeah, it's just, I guess I shouldn't complain. I shouldn't bitch because the fact that we've got the work means that, the economy is still chugging along really good. It just seems like no matter how many car parts we make, it's never enough.
It's okay to vent, Squib.
Yeah, but I think I would be bitching in this case because I can just say screw it and quit. Just go get another job, right? If I don't like it, I can.
Got a pretty good video about that.
Yeah, I mean, if I can do something about it, go somewhere else. Of course, it's what is it? Two sides of the same coin, or whatever the thing is there. The grass is greener on the other side of the hill. I can go to another job, and it's gonna sound good at first, and then I realize that I'm out of the frying pan into the fryer, or it's no better, or whatever. So
everybody forgets the rim.
Yeah.
There's more than two sides to a coin.
All right, that's it. Thank you.
You say so. Yeah, I know where I know where you're coming from. So. Yeah, but anyway, so I was saying before I went live that I hope everybody had a good Christmas. I did. I spent a few hours over my cousin's house, ate my fill, brought a bunch of food home. So I've been stuffing for the last few days, but now I'm down. Now I'm down to back to cooking myself. So that's where we're at. Plus, over the 3 days, I done some reloading. So I was done. I don't since it's in between Christmas and New Year's. This is not. I don't have any topics for tonight unless one of you guys have. It's just sort of like I'm just having a normal chit chat like I've been doing the last few weeks. So thought I'd just who Sean Connery's in here? My God, I haven't seen him in a while. So the gun snobs showing up. You all must be off of work. Yeah, so where was I? Yeah, so I got some 223s loaded. I've done some 45 Colt because I'm gonna plan on shooting my Uberti army. I was gonna do it this week, but we today I should have done it today actually, but I didn't. But because it's rained for the rest of the week, so and I know you can shoot in the rain, but if you don't have to, why? So hey, Sabrina's here. So yeah, so I done 45 Colt, and then I done some more 380. So I'm getting myself backed up for the why? Because I can, I guess. I mean, it was enjoyable to do the reloading. I haven't reloaded that. I mean, I didn't do thousands of rounds. I only done a couple of hundred of each, just to have some backed up and ready to go. Basically, you can never have too many magazines, 30-round mags of 223 ready to go. You know. So I counted them. I've only got 8 magazines anyway, and all 8 of them are loaded. And I've got about 30 rounds left loose. I got them in a plastic container. That,
Dedication to your craft is why you could go shooting in the rain.
is that why?
That's why. That's one reason. Yep.
Okay. But no, I don't go shooting in the rain because I don't want to get wet. But yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong, I have shot in the rain. Not for, I mean, I used to go down and, like, if I went out shooting and it started raining, I would keep on shooting unless it became a real torrential downpour. But if it was just, normal, gentle rain, I'll just keep on shooting. If it starts after I got there. But I'm not going to go set myself up in the rain, when I don't have to. G23, I need primers. Don't we all need primers? I mean, the little reloading I done, I've used up most of the primers I've got now. I've only got 100. I got one little box of small pistol primers, and I used up what 223s I've had, and the only thing I have plenty. I got about, I don't know, 700 large pistol primers. So yeah, I mean, it was one of those things that I should have been buying every time I went to the gun store. But I mean, like I used to get. I mean, yeah, I should have, but I just haven't. I just didn't do it the last, before the shortage happened. When was that? It was about a year ago. It started, wasn't it? And I didn't do it, and then now I'm paying the price for it. So.
You and a lot of people, Rick.
Yeah.
You and a lot of people. It's been the same story for a long time. It's sad in a way, but I guess everybody's at different stages and things like that. But really do hope people take it as a lesson. Yeah. A lot of people see guns as a, defense tool, and those tools don't do much if you don't have ammunition, folks. So definitely, when times are good or we get out of this home, always just continuously buy. And then, obviously, I don't want to sound like that guy, but things like this happen and you're not that stressed. You don't have to buy it to go out and have some fun. So little by little.
Yeah, I agree with you. So
I
it
think
should be. Even if you go in there, I don't know what price their primers will be when they come back in stock. I know they're not going to be as cheap as they used to be. But I mean, even if you just pick up, even if you don't have enough money to buy a box of 1,000, most gun stores sell them individual. There's little 100. Hey, I got one right here. Where is it? They just sell them in the 100 size thing. Just pick up one of them. It will add up in the end.
It's
But
like
I mean,
change. People throw, around here you see people just literally throw their change on the ground. Same people that are broke or using EBT or whatever you want to call it. But it's amazing. But at the same time, I can cash my change in and buy a High Point if I wanted to at the end of the year or whatever. It all adds up little by little.
yeah. Now, I mean, I've noticed though there's ammo around now. Now in this particular part of Indiana, and I would imagine it's in most places, a lot of hunting rounds sizes were in high demand, but most pistol sizes have been available in our gun stores around here for a while now. Some of the oddballs are still hard to find. I call it an oddball because I don't particularly have one. Is my friend's got a 300 blackout, and he can't find 300 blackout anywhere around here. So
I think the lesson to be learned is that when it's plentiful and inexpensive, you buy it. And if you say, well, I don't have enough money, then you finance it. And then when it's not available, you're paying it off. Meanwhile, people are paying 4 or 5 times, or they're not getting it at all. They can give you so much crap about the interest you paid, but it ain't 4 or 5 times the cost of the item. And you have it while they don't. So is it really, is it really a loss? People get on YouTube and make videos. Oh, I can't find this. You could have been sitting on a pile of it, dude. But don't know how to manage your finances.
Yeah. Oh, Jason Stewart says almost 2 years. Started no ammo, no primers in March 2020. So, but as Squib says, we have primers in Michigan. So there you go.
Now, every time I go to the store, and every store I go to, there aren't always lots of every kind. But during this whole, almost 2 years this has been going on, I've gone to the store and bought reload stuff just to prove you can do it. But some people aren't that fortunate. They live somewhere where there's one store, or the stores there don't order stuff, or I don't know. I've heard that the big box stores get the stuff for the little stores get them. So I'm lucky. I can walk to 4 gun stores in 10 minutes.
Yes.
So
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you're fortunate to do that. I don't have, believe it or not, I'm trying to think. 1, 2, 3. I have 3 gun stores within sort of 15 miles of me. And I have another one that's about 20 miles from me. But big box store is closest one's an hour away. So but that's the price you pay if you want to live out here in the sticks.
Yeah. Every time I go out in the sticks, I'm just there going, yeah, I'll come out here to hunt. But yeah.
Shit, I got box stores near me, but I try to avoid those places like the plague. And that would include Walmart, even though they wouldn't have half of what I needed anyway. Um, so I really only deal with the smaller shops. And in my area, there isn't many at all that are real shops open, 9 to 5 or whatever, not just 2 days a week or when they feel like it, where the place has like, 2 firearms in an empty case or something. There's a couple of those, but I don't even count them. Every time I try to deal with them about anything, it's always a hassle and a delay. I don't even know why they claim they're in business. Honestly, I think there's something else to that. But needless to say, the ones I end up going to are typically a drive. They're not local. And when this started, and I was trying to on a hunt for 5.56, I drove all over. I mean, I drove 2 hours north, 2 hours east, 3 hours south. Like, not 2 hours east, 2 hours west. But basically, I went all over, and that's just part of the deal because I was lower behind the curve. So it's just something you got to do. I mean, if you want something bad enough, you got to get out and find it. And then it was available. Just prices were all over the place, but it could be found. So unfortunately, some people may need to take like a weekend trip or something and just go stock up, but because you may be limited in your local area.
I want you to think about all that time you spent. That's your personal time that you can't get back. And if you like to do things on your personal time, there's a price you pay for that, or how much time you had to take off work to do that, or how much fuel you spent, or if you got a flat tire or anything else, or all the things that go into all that. You start adding all that up and you start looking at it and you go, yeah, if I had just stocked up, even if I was paying interest on it, still cheaper than spending a weekend driving hours in every direction.
Yeah.
Hey man, at that point you do what you got to do, but as long as you get it done, and that's basically it. And I'm not complaining anymore. I'm not worried. I have a minimum I'm comfortable with at that point. So unfortunately, it seems like not everybody, but a lot of people are still kind of chasing the dragon, as if you want to call it that, where they're shooting it as they use it and constantly bitching or something. So I don't know. It's like anything, if you stash a little bit away, you can take a loan from yourself, whether that's ammo or whatever it is, or and you're not so worried about it.
But I mean, like Squid said, if he was lucky he could find primers up in Michigan. Here in my area, there is none anyway.
Yeah, and see, you've got the time to drive, but I don't know if your truck can handle it or if you really feel like being on the road that long. You know what I mean?
Oh, I mean, I wouldn't mind driving distance for him, but I'd be honest with you, I wouldn't trust my truck on a long haul. So
when I was on my 2-week road trip, I stopped at 3 sporting goods stores, 4. I went shopping in 3, but I actually went to 4 sporting goods stores. One of them twice. No, Brownells, count that, 5. So yeah, I did 5 sporting goods stores while I was on a 2-week road trip. Now, it wasn't my primary goal to go to those places, but picked up something here, picked up something there. Didn't really notice it. Didn't really miss it. Didn't splurge at the first stop. Blow 2 weeks worth of cash in one shot, and then go, okay, now what am I going to do? I rationed it out, but I also, I'm looking around going, I got that. got that. I got that. I ain't paying that much for that. They're out of this. What are and then I'd find something at each one. So maybe you don't pick up ammo, or I guess you just set on your money and save your money until it does come back into stock. But I mean, if you do take a vacation, I used to back when Gun Channels was a thing, and they did that little thing on the Daily Gun Show with the local gun shops where you take pictures or video of local gun shops. When I would
Yep.
go on vacation, I would ask the owners, "Can I shoot video?" And I'd get a little bit of information about the shop and send it in and say, here's some pictures or whatnot. It's a small mom and pop. They're here, they're there. And while I was there, I would go shopping and just come home with powder and primers and ammo and once again, I'm on vacation. I'm not noticing the money, right?
Yeah.
It's coming out of my vacation budget. It's not coming out of my gun budget. It's not coming out of my grocery budget. Not coming out of my utility budget. Don't even notice it.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's see. Sean, I'm reading the chat. Sean Ponner, he's saying, getting oddball calibers makes the ammo shortage a little easier to deal with. 10 millimeter is everywhere. And when you get brass primers or powder coated bullets, snatch them up as soon as you see it, even if you don't need it at the moment. That's what you should do, or buy a little bit. You should buy something every time. If you go in and buy, if you only want 2 boxes of 5.56, buy 3. And put the box to aside, and that's how you get your backup, doing that kind of thing. And that's what I was saying. I'm not bitching. I'm venting what against myself. That's what I should have done on my primer situation, but I didn't.
I think people, I mean, I guess there's 2 ways of looking at it. Odd calipers is, I guess, one way of looking at that situation. I would I personally chose the other way, which is more common calipers, like NATO calipers. That way, they're going to be produced anytime, and there's going to be stockpiles. There's going to be a lot of sources of that ammunition. So even if there is something like a dry up now, there's still technically a lot more 9 millimeter out there than some Wildcat cartridge or whatever else it may be. So, and there will be more people producing it as well. So I don't know. I tend to think if you go with the more common, you'd be better off, and in the long run probably cheaper too. And
I
when
don't
things
know.
do die down, you can buy bigger supplies, and then when you run into this issue, it's not a problem.
Yeah.
And if shit hits the fan, you have a common caliper that you can come across. But everybody looks at things differently. So I don't know. A lot of the people like 357, 44, all this stuff, the prices are crazy now, from what I hear. And people are struggling just to find that. And that's not even that abnormal of a caliber, a lot of those. So that's, I don't know. If you get in the hard times, you might pay more for an uncommon caliber, is what I'm getting at. Maybe I'm wrong, but
Yeah. I know, but I know when primers become an in stock item again, which I hope isn't too far off, then I will buy as many as I can afford when I go to the store. You know what I'm saying? Even if it's only just if all I can afford is a couple of hundred, I'll buy a couple of hundred primers and start building my backup that way. Well, I don't know, build my backup. I got to build my regular stock first, then start on my backup. I don't know, but the prices will never be the same again. I would imagine the prices might go down a little, but they won't go back to what they were. Nothing ever does, So
It will. It's done it before, time and again. It just has. I mean, okay, maybe a little bit higher. You used to be able to get what 50 rounds of 22 for $3. Now it's 5.
What happened to penny candy? Huh? Doesn't always go back down.
Yeah. Well, here's an example. These small.
I don't know. I've just seen it go up in price and come back down so many times that I just
Well, here you go. I mean, these small pistol primers I got here for 100. I bought these ages and ages ago, $4.99 for 100. I bet you it's nowhere near that price now.
When they go back to normal price.
Do what?
Okay, right now, when they're available for sale, somebody buys all of them. They're panic buying, they're freaking out. The stuff comes available and they sell out the day it shows up or whatever, right? They're going to be charging those higher prices. When it's sitting on the shelf and sitting on the shelf and sitting, it'll come back down to normal prices. There's shortages on everything right now still.
Yeah.
But it's not like they say on the news, oh my goodness, we're all going to die. We're starving. There's no this, there's no that. You can't get it's coming back. It's taken a while. Sure, prices are going up on everything. Prices are. Some of that you can blame on our politicians and their policies. But a lot of it you can just blame on the shortage of labor and then everything that happens after that.
Yeah.
No, and don't forget the Glock guys. You got to blame some of them too, because if it wasn't for all these extra parts that they keep eating up out of the supply system, we'd have more resources for real stuff.
Absolutely. Jason said, don't complain about cost till you spend $300 on a set of grips. Damn.
I hope he put it on his credit card and got points for that and then cash them in at the end of the year and buy another gun.
What were they made out of? Illegal ivory? I'm sorry. I don't care how good the grips were. They ain't worth $300. I guess they would. I mean, if they're nice and you're carrying open for everybody to see them, then maybe it might be worth paying $300 for a set of grips. But why in the hell did you spend $300 on a set of grips? What are they, diamond inlaid or some shit?
You can buy 2 high points for that set of grips.
That's what I was thinking. Sean Bonner, he says the new normal will be 50% over what it used to be. Yeah, I reckon it will be too.
I don't know. Usually it's prices do this. I mean, even with gas, it goes up, it goes down, it goes up, it goes down. And then you look back in bigger segments, and on average, it's just a little higher than it was normally. But you're going to have that in a sense. So, I think, as things come in with time and everybody stops going out to buy all they can, it probably level out a little better. And I'd like to think, with the advancements in technology, production, all this stuff, really half the stuff out there shouldn't cost this much anyway, in my opinion. So, yeah, the better things go on, the cheaper they should get anyway. So a lot of companies are making, more facilities, more things. So there hopefully will be an overflow, and it kind of snaps the other way, and we'll get a little segment where everything's basically plentiful and cheap. And then that's when you buy every damn thing and send it to me.
Has that ever happened in New York? Come on, be honest.
Yeah, gas dips back down occasionally. Prices do fluctuate here and there. Sometimes, believe it or not, you can find a good deal, at least a good deal in our standards, although it is rare.
Yeah. I mean, I remember, I tell you, when I moved back here to the United States in 95, when I came back, I was paying less than $1 a gallon for gas. It's never got to that ever again since then. You know, was it three? I think at the local gas station. This is why I don't. This is what I know. I don't understand. Yeah, I do. It's supply and demand and particular demographics and all this kind of shit. The local gas station here in town, because I put $20 in my tank uh, yesterday. You know, it's payday next week, so it's I got to get me through. But anyway, $3.24 a gallon for regular. You know, but if I want to drive an hour to Louisville in Kentucky, in that direction, you can get it for around $2.85. I mean, I don't, you know, where there's, it's amazing how certain areas are cheaper than others, and it's all the same goddamn item. But I said it's all to do with demographics and what people can afford and all this kind of shit. You know, but that is capitalism.
If certain items stay higher in price, the only explanation I can really give you is that wages went up. There are jobs that pay a lot more than what they did before, supply and demand. Some of these companies are getting their head out of their ass and realizing if we don't start improving pay and benefits, we're going to go out of business because there ain't going to be nobody to work here. And I'm all for that. I don't care if it's fast food or retail or whatever it is. Some companies pay fairly good and offer good benefits, and other companies don't. And I understand certain jobs are starter jobs, or they're retirees, or they're for somebody with a second income, second job. They need flexible. I get all that. I do. But $16 an hour, damn, you can barely pay rent on that. So when they go from 8 to 16 for certain jobs, okay, great. You know, so my Big Mac went from $4 to $5. I don't care. You know.
Yeah. Oh, talking about that, Travis just said his parents in Columbus, Nebraska, are paying $2.79 a gallon. You know.
So. I'd argue that it will be a problem, or in my opinion, I think it's a problem if they keep prices up. Because I'd see it similar to the last time the gas got jacked up and all the airplanes, all the flights, they raised prices. They started charging you per pillow and all this crap and splitting everything up, all due to the excuse of cost and everything. And then as soon as the price dropped, they never lowered any of the prices.
No, that's the way airlines work. You don't fly, so you don't know. That's normal.
They're supposed to. Supposed to, they raise it because of the fuel cost, but they're not going to lower it because that wouldn't be to their benefit. They're going to come up with an excuse to keep something at a higher rate. So whether invest in their company, their product, we got to upgrade our systems. Well, whatever. It's all the same shit. Basically, we get screwed in the end. So hopefully they don't do it that way. So I know we disagree on that, but I'm going to, if it costs me more to get a board at the store, then it's going to be passed to the customer. When the price drops, the price drops for the customer. It's the same damn thing. So, I mean, it doesn't, one day because something sold for $800 a 2x4, I can't continuously sell a 2x4 for $800. That's just ludicrous.
Yeah.
And blame, well, I need a new truck. Hopefully they don't do that to us.
Yeah. Defense Dad said $5 is highway robbery for a Big Mac. Everyone knows Arby's is better.
Yeah, they're $8 for a sandwich. No, see, you get on the ultra low cost airline, right? And you can see that low ticket price. You go, oh man, and then what they do is they literally do charge you for your seat. They charge you to get on the plane. They charge you for your pillow. They charge you for your bags. They charge you to breathe. They charge you. And before you know it, you're in this cattle car crunched up tight where you don't have no room. You've got to fly out on Tuesday and come back on Sunday when that's not what you want to do. You got to go to the airport that's 3 hours away, and you end up spending just as much for the damn plane ticket almost if you don't, and then you start counting all the other crap, the inconvenience, than if you just flown on the major airline that doesn't nickel and dime you for that stuff. But you wanted to save money, so you went on the ultra low cost carrier. It's
Nobody said anything about cost of carrier. It's flights in general.
The fuel surcharge
they all rose their prices.
The fuel surcharge came about 20 years ago, and it's never going to go away. And it goes up and it goes down. And that's for your UPS package. That's for your airline ticket. That's for a lot of things. The transportation industry
keeps switching things up. Because I was speaking of this last year or two when this fuel issue came up. So
the fuel issue's been around since after 9/11.
Yeah, that's when they jacked all the prices the last time. So, and started all their crap within the last, 2-3 years. So, and then the prices drop, and then except for the prices of what they're selling you a seat for. So that's all. Obviously we don't need to argue over the same thing or throw other stuff that doesn't have any relevance to it into it. But basically, I just feel that there's a good chance they're going to screw us and blame it on something as normal.
You haven't made it on the map until Whataburger moves into town. That's what they're saying out in the chat there. I've never had a Whataburger, but I sure would like one. But anyway, there was something I was going to mention, and I can't remember what it was. No, it's gone, so it couldn't have been that important. So, oh yeah. Can somebody explain to me why I am paying for Amazon Prime, right? And I went to order something yesterday. American made in the USA, sitting in an Amazon warehouse. And they said, get it by January 4th. This was yesterday, so it was the 28th. How's that 2 days? Explain it to me.
What you get for dealing with Amazon.
Amazon Prime doesn't work that way. It's a scam, and a lot of people fall for it. Now, if you get it for the free TV or whatever the hell it is they give you with it, I get it, all right? It pays for itself. But if you think it gives you faster shipping, nope. I almost always select free shipping. I rarely pay for shipping when I order off Amazon, and I get stuff faster than people who pay for Amazon Prime. It's 2 days shipping, but it's not 2 days to get it in a package on a truck. They ship it out when they ship it out. Then after that, it's on 2 day shipping. Okay. If you just would go ahead and spend the minimum, whether it's 35 or 50 or whatever it is, you can almost, on a lot of things, you can select free shipping. I've selected free shipping and got something sent to me overnight before.
No, they used to advertise it where you get it in 2 days. It'd be at your door from the time that you ordered it. And I still have some things that get to me that quickly, but I have noticed recently there's a lot of things that when I go to check out, it's saying, it's going to be a week or 2 weeks. And I'm like, what the frick? This is ridiculous. I haven't looked recently to see if they've, stopped advertising that, whole 2 day thing. And I think it was last night, maybe in my after chat, we might have been talking about it. But they lost money on that. You think for every package that was sent where they're like, yeah, you're going to get it in 2 days. That was costing them money. If you're only paying, $13, $14 a month, and somebody like me, a lot of stuff for me that I can order off of Amazon is just easier than me trying to find somebody to get me a ride to the grocery store or something like that. So if I can pick some of the things up off of Amazon at a convenience, then I was doing it. And you figure if those things are still getting there in 2 days, that was costing them money. You know, there's no way they could do that for $14. So what it boiled down to was they were trying to put their competition out of business and drive people to them by basically running a promotion. Well, now the promotion's over and we're getting back to the real world in a sense where they're like, okay, well, you know, we're not going to be doing that as often. I mean, I'm sure if they still can, they will, but they're not going to do it at loss to themselves in the sense that they were before, because now they've got you.
Yeah, yeah, and also I know. I mean, I'm not venting. I'm bitching. You know about the Amazon thing. It's also I live. I mean, I live hundreds and hundreds of miles away from the closest Amazon fulfillment center too, which doesn't help. People who
eBay.
live in big cities, you know, people who live up there in where Amazon headquarters is, and they got one of the biggest fulfillment centers in the country, they can have it delivered the same goddamn day they order it. You know?
Yep. Yeah. People also need to realize they need to shop around and not just rely on Amazon because, like New York just mentioned, eBay. I don't always just go to Amazon and be like, oh, this is what I'm looking for. I'm just going to get it off of Amazon. I still shop around. Then, if the best price I can find is Amazon, cool. Because there's been plenty of times where I'll be looking at something on Amazon and I'm like, that seems a little pricey. And I'll go to eBay, for instance, and I'll find it, you know, $10, $15 cheaper and still with free shipping. It might not be getting to my door in 2 freaking days, but there's not a lot that's getting to my door in 2 days from Amazon right now. And I'm also wondering if it's just because we're at the height of the peak season. So I'm kind of waiting for the peak season to settle down. You know, so maybe mid-January, if the things are still like that, then I'll be questioning, is it really worth paying that, you know, $14 a month? But yeah, shop around, make sure that you're gonna get the best deal. Just because you got Prime doesn't mean you're getting the best deal.
You're right. You're right. So I'll be honest with you, I'm thinking of canceling the Amazon Prime thing. I don't. I mean, I rarely ever watch the video thing, the streaming service. Very rare, and so I don't think I'll be missing much.
See, I turned down free stuff, free junk people are offering because I don't want to deal with Amazon or Amazon Prime. Like, I don't know. Yeah, with eBay, you don't have to do anything other than check out. You don't have to give them your life story, sign up for all this crap,
You
spend
don't have to do
money
that
to
with
buy
Amazon.
money, to buy stuff. Like, there's no way. I'm not joining a club to shop here. Same thing, Sam's Club, these rich guys with the credit cards. They don't mind putting money down to get the free stuff to be part of a club member. But I just, either you want my business or you don't. And I got to tell you, I've had no problems with eBay. Not that I'm saying eBay is the only one or whatever, but Amazon just seems like too much bullshit. And, I don't know how, yeah, like what, if you need something that bad, get off your ass and go buy it.
Yeah,
The stuff I get on Amazon is usually cheaper than at the store, or it's something
Yep.
that they don't have at the store. It's special order. It's something like that. And then it's one-stop shopping. I can get a car part. I can get a gun part. I can get a food item. I can get an electronics item. I can, like charging cables for the phones,
Sorry,
right? I
just
got
bitching.
tons of those. I can get tons of those off Amazon with free shipping, cheaper than buying them at any of the local stores, right? So I'll throw a charging cable on with an order, or a micro SD card, or other little things here or there. I'll just throw on an order. I'm up to $35, free shipping, done, and I've got it by the end of the week, and it's good to go.
Yep.
I mean, it's one stop shopping is what it
The
is.
only
You don't pay a membership. You don't have to give them your life story. It's not that difficult.
the only
See, you
hassle with
people are the reason small businesses hit the tanks. You Walmart shoppers, you Amazon shoppers, you're killing America.
Those small businesses they put themselves in the tank.
The only hassle with Amazon is the initial sign up process, which I don't even think is really that big of a deal in itself. Because I mean, even with eBay, you're gonna have to make an account and link a PayPal or add your
No,
bank
you
card,
don't.
fun jazz.
You
So
can check out as a guest with eBay.
I'm gonna say I don't know. When I made my eBay account, it was like, oh shit, 2008. So it's been a while.
Yeah, eBay has never been the same since they broke up with PayPal.
I don't know. A couple years ago, I guess 1 or 2 years ago, they started accepting credit cards, so they finally did
Yep.
something right.
Yep. And so I still use PayPal on eBay though. The other thing is, I'm pretty sure you can just shop Amazon as a guest.
Oh, you can. But I mean, yeah, I'm just trying to. I mean, like Gary said, I mean, I live in the middle of nowhere too, so getting it delivered to my door is nice. But if you're paying for 2 day shipping, and when I lived in Rhode Island, I got 2 day shipping. A lot of the time. But since I've lived here, I've never got an item in 2 days yet.
Or you look at that local mom and pop. You go into the local shoe store and you go, "Hey, I need some new bootlaces." And they go, "They're right over there." And you go and you look at the back of every package. They all say "Made in China." You go, "Hey, do you have any made in America?" And it's just what you see on the shelf, pal. You go to Amazon, you type in American-made bootlaces, and then a whole screen of them comes up. Let's see, which one do I want? So is that local mom and pop really supporting America by selling you them Chinese bootlaces? But yet Amazon, if that's what you want. And I'm not saying you can get everything made in America there, but I've literally done searches, made in the USA, made in America, and found stuff. Now, every now and then they do advertise it as made in the USA in the title, and then you read the description and it says imported. So be careful what you buy, or you can at least find out the manufacturer's name by looking at the product. And then Google the company and find out if they have a factory in America,
Yeah, or it's one of those deals where it's like made in USA, then you look and everything's imported and then they just assembled it here, which I mean, still, at that point, that's still some American jobs that you're supporting, just not 100%.
Yeah, but if the final assembly's here, you get quality control here. And that's something that they lack overseas, with the exception of a few countries.
So, but yeah, Rick, I would wait until mid-January or even the end of January just to see if it's just one of those deals where we're at peak season and everything's just kind of delayed before you made a final decision. That's what I'm waiting on to see what happens by the end of January. Because if it's still happening where they're like, oh, it's going to take a week and a half, well, like you, I don't use the Amazon Prime crap for the music or videos and all that fun jazz. I just do it for the ease and convenience of getting the stuff quickly and efficiently. And, like I said before, shop around. I mean, and especially if you're looking for food items or something. Great example. Walmart and all Giant Eagle, the other retailers around me, were out of sugar-free Powerade. And I was like, fine, I'll look for it on Amazon. And normally I can find it at Walmart for like 78 cents for the big bottle. It's like I think it's 28 ounces now because they had to slim them down, whatever. And on Amazon, they were like $1.50 a bottle. I was like, I'm double the price. I was like, no freaking way. I'll just go thirsty.
Yeah. I mean, I like Amazon for a simple reason. I can get a lot of British stuff on there. Like yeah, I know you can buy it at my local Walmart doesn't carry it. Coleman's English mustard. If you guys haven't had a mustard, buy that Coleman's English mustard. You'll absolutely love it. But anyway, like that, and then pickled onions, Branston pickle, brown sauce. I can get all that off of Amazon. You know. But now I agree with you, Defense Dad. I like American made stuff, but paying $100 for something I can get for 15 or $20 is hard to swallow sometimes.
Now,
I
see,
agree with you.
it's not always like that, though. I mean, there are some things you want to get an American-made floor jack, you're going to pay through the nose. I believe they still make them here in Michigan, in America, right? How often are you going to use that floor jack, right? So,
Mhm.
or it's a one-time deal, like you're doing the transmission on your car in the driveway, and you one-time transmission jack. Go down to Harbor Freight, buy the cheap one. By the way, their warranty is shit. And use it. And if it breaks, who cares? You're out $100. But if you fixing vehicles for a living, why don't you have that quality American made jack, right? Something like that. And then there's other times where you have two items on the shelf, they're next to each other. Flip them over. One says made in USA, the other one says made in China. There's $1 difference. And what do? You buy the one that's $1 cheaper because you're on a fixed
Bullshit.
income, whatever.
I buy that friggin' dollar more expensive one because it's got the little flag on it.
You know, that same person who goes and buys that one that's $1 cheaper will then complain when their social security doesn't go up, or some of the other garbage or whatever. It's like, you don't realize you just by buying that foreign made product, uh to save yourself the whole dollar, it trickles up. And the people that are busting their ass at factories that are paying the most in taxes, paying for the rest of the country, if you put them out of a job, man, it trickles back down. But people don't look at that. They look short term. They're not thinking long term.
Yeah, I guess. So anyway, that was my bitch of the night. It was about Amazon, but we'll see. I mean, it's convenient. I mean, this particular thing I wanted it in a hurry, and it ain't going to get here in a hurry. You know, I mean, I could go to town and get it tomorrow. I mean, driving to the big town. The 30-minute drive from here, I could drive there and get it and back before January 4th. And that's why, that's all I'm annoyed about, is that I don't want to drive to the big town. I hate driving to big towns nowadays in my old age. So
Convenience will be the death of America.
yeah, it almost is already.
Getting up and having to go hop in the truck, put gas in, get out of your bubble, out in the world, in the town, making a purchase and coming back home is just too damn hard.
It is, because sometimes
You lazy son of a bitch.
Sometimes it's cheaper to order it online, get it delivered, because it will cost you more wear and tear on your vehicle, gas to get there and back again, let alone your wear and tear on your clothes you're having to wear to go out and all this kind of stuff,
Well, you don't roll there in your clothes. Come on, man.
Hey, I roll out of bed naked, and I stay that way till I have to go out. And if I don't go out, I don't get dressed.
Thank God I'm blind.
Yeah, it is kind of a sight in your mind there, isn't it?
See, how are you going to spice up your day if you never do anything different?
Yeah.
You're never going to be able to save that damsel in distress sitting in your house.
Yeah. All right. Anyway, I know, but it's just, I don't know. It's just driving that. I don't know why, but for some reason, living out here, I mean, like if I go shopping now and I forgot something, it's not, I can't jump in my car and drive and go get it, because it's that 30-minute drive each way, so. And that just makes my, so I just don't want to do it anymore. I just don't. I mean, before even when I lived in Rhode Island, I lived in a small town, but it had all the big box stores and all the conveniences. I know there's only one place that will deliver out here, food wise, and that's a pizza chicken joint. and that's the only place. I haven't had a Chinese since I moved here 3 years ago because I can't find nobody delivers. And but the time you went and bought it, the 30-minute drive to get it home, it's gonna be cold. I'm bitching again. Let me shut up. Yeah. That's like anything. If you go for any of those, if I go out to eat, I go there, sit down and eat because go buy something, even through if you went to Wendy's or one of those places, if you save it until you get home, it's cold. The only time that works is if I go to Arby's and buy myself a beef, sandwich. Because it's cold anyway. So, anyway, that's enough out of me.
Oh, jeez. About time.
I stepped away to get more beer.
You didn't miss much.
We import it from Pennsylvania, so
Oh yes, the good stuff.
Yes, we are privileged here.
You're not supporting your local Michigan breweries.
I'm supporting American jobs. The way it is. So I've got the logic on this. So I like some Mexican beers, right? And you might go, oh, you're taking jobs away from Americans. No, I'm keeping Mexicans over there where they don't come across the border and take American jobs. But I will drink an equal amount of American beer so that I support American jobs. So in a way, I'm protecting American jobs and supporting American jobs by drinking both beers.
It's hard to argue with that logic.
I know. It took me a whole day to think that one up. And a lot of beer.
Yeah. John Z, why are you even wasting time getting dressed? Well, you only see me from a shirt to here. You don't know if there's anything on down here.
Yeah, he's porky pigging.
But there is, because I go to the diner every day, so I get dressed every day.
Why is his tail in front?
Do what?
You're porky pigging at least. I asked why your tail's in the front.
No. Anyway, my hour is about up here, guys, and I want to say thanks to all of you for stopping by. I really do appreciate it. But I will be here this Saturday, Saturday's New Year's Day. Yeah, I will be here, and I won't be suffering from a hangover because I don't drink. Plus, I ain't going to any party anyway. I can't. I'm trying to think. Did I stay up past midnight last year? I don't even remember now. But I rarely ever, it doesn't. It's not, to me, it's just another day. I know it sounds kind of boring, but, yeah, so it's going to be 2022. Let's, hope. I'm hoping for that it will be better than 2021. But we'll find out, won't we? So, I'm eating sushi. Oh, God. Sushi's almost, oh, God, that's worse than mac and cheese. Anyway.
You want better, you got to make it better.
And
that starts by putting pants on.
I don't know. Most things in life are better without pants.
Yeah.
If you're having problems with the pants staying on, I know a company that makes a belt in America.
Yeah,
Henry?
I know one too. You could eat. I even have a pair of. I'm gonna make sure I use the right word. Is it? Are they called suspenders over here or braces?
Suspenders.
Oh my
Yes,
goodness.
braces. See, braces is the English word for them, but suspenders, they keep your pants up too. You know.
See, that don't make any sense. Braces? What are you bracing? Normally, that English stuff kind of makes some sense, but what are you bracing with suspenders? Suspenders, you're suspending your pants, but you're bracing your pants.
Hey, I don't. I don't
Yeah,
know.
I don't know.
They just call them braces. You know.
It's confusing as hell.
Yeah. Well, you're bracing them. You're bracing your pants because you got them clipped on it and you're bracing them across your shoulders.
Well, were they gonna lean over? And that's like a different type of support, in my opinion. I don't know. It's just boggling.
Yeah, yeah. Well, anyway, that's just the way it is. So, you know. All right. Uh, Kingpin. The problem with England is full of the French. A lot of foreigners over there nowadays. There really is. You know. So, what was I going to talk? How did we get on that subject? I don't know, but oh, that was Squid bringing up belts, American made. You know. I've got some nice American made belts too. You know. I'll try to buy American, but I don't go out my way to. If there's something I like, and it's made in a foreign country, so be it. That's the way I look at it. So
I hope to be testing one out shortly. Well, we'll see
what
how
new
that
belt?
goes. Yep,
Oh, okay.
It'll probably get there
American-made belt.
faster. It'll probably get there faster than if you ordered it off of Amazon Prime.
Yeah. Now my question is, right? Those belts that you've been showing from Grip 6 or whatever you call it, Squib. My problem with that is, how do they work with like a leather outside the waistband belt? I mean holster.
I haven't tried it with the outside the waistband, just inside the waistband.
Yeah, I'm just curious. You know, because I 90% of the time I wear outside the waistband and I just wear a shirt over it. You know, so I was just curious. So, oh, all right. So
I would like to try another trackline belt, but after my experience that I had with Core, I was like, these belts are not what they're hyped up to be. Then I found Hank's belts, and it's just a good leather belt. I got the reinforced ones, so I could carry with them, and they're freaking amazing.
If I were to do a leather outside the waistband holster test, I'd have to do it in warmer weather. So I could make that something for late in the spring and start walking the dog with that instead of the rig I carry, and see how well it does.
yeah, they give you a video out of it.
Well, the thing is, though, I'd have to wear it. I wouldn't just wear it once. Maybe like an initial, is it comfortable, that sort of thing. But then I'd want to wear it for a matter of weeks, just walking the dog. Like I don't walk around the house with a gun on me. I don't, if that's what you want to do in your house, it's your house. Do what you want. I don't do that stuff. So, I mean, I suppose I could in my free time just to wear it even more, just to try to, I don't know, wear out the, I don't know. I could try something like that. But yeah, you probably wouldn't see anything till August.
Yeah. Oh, look, Grip 6 on Amazon. Kingpin just showed a link. So, all Only that comes with 2-day shipping.
Yes. Add a week, 10 days.
Yeah.
I mean, it just could be the fact that you're out in the country too, right? You've got one
that's what it
mailman for the
is.
whole county.
That's what it is. That's why I'm thinking of canceling the Amazon Prime. I'm more likely to shop at Amazon.
You know how you could get stuff from Amazon faster and not have to pay for Prime? If you were a delivery driver for them? Yeah.
Well, a lot of it, they end up having somebody take it from the distribution center, sorting center, whatever the heck they call them, and then they end up just dropping it off at the post office now, and then the postal carrier takes it out. At least that's how it happens in my area. And honestly, Rick, because I imagine most of the stuff that you and I are getting are coming out of the same fulfillment center, because I haven't figured it out 100%, but I'm thinking it's either in upper Northwest Ohio or Southern Michigan there. So distance wise, you and I are probably about the same.
Yeah.
And like I said, most of the time it's been fine, but I think the issue's just been the holiday season.
Yeah. And I'll be honest with you, a lot of my stuff does come out of I'm trying to think, is it Michigan or somewhere in Illinois? Anyway, all I know is it goes past it comes from there. It comes from further up north. Goes all the way past me in southern Indiana down to Louisville, Kentucky. Then back up over to Evansville, Indiana, before then it hits Huntingburg, which is 30 minutes away. Then it comes to me.
I used regular mail, and I've been shipping stuff out through regular mail like normal, and everything's been getting there pretty quick. So, shockingly, 2-3 days throughout the holiday season in most cases. So, just something to keep in mind. You buy an American product from me, and you'll actually get it.
Do you have a little flag sticker on it?
Mind you, I didn't mention them tonight.
Oh, see, I can't trust that that's made in America. Then it's got to have that little flag sticker that says "Made in USA."
Well, the gun stock models do have a stamp in the finish.
The Russian spammer out there in the live chat that keeps getting timed out here. I think one of the spam messages was that he wanted an AK display stand. Got to watch out for those Russians.
Yeah.
They're Russian everywhere every day.
There's been a lot of those Russian bots on here lately. So I don't know. I might be an easy target, I guess. But anyway, rnldisplays.com. I've got the AR-15 wall mount there behind me. If anybody's interested, that's where you get them at. And comes with the wall mount. And this is the desktop mount that you get. Go on when you get the checkout, type in Rick's Life and get 15% discount. So just thought I'd mention that to you. Plus, there is some other codes out there too. If I'm not your flavor, you can use Gizzard Gary, G23, Travis P11. They're the few that I know of that will get you the 15% discount. So.
Yeah, everything's still on sale too. So,
okay. If it's on sale.
Yep. So the discounts don't apply if it's on sale.
Yes.
But sale's about to be over here as the new year comes in. So just letting you know.
All right. There you go. Anyway, Guns and Barbecue. You got any shout outs or plugs?
No, just want to wish everybody a happy new year. If you're going to drink, make sure you do it responsibly. If you're going to be out and about by yourself and driving, make sure if you're going to be drinking, have a ride set up or an Uber or who knows what. Just everybody stay safe. I know how much Rick loves hearing that. And Well, heck, no, you'll have a show Saturday, right, Rick?
Yeah.
I guess we'll catch you on the New Year then. Yeah, thanks for the invite.
No problem. New York Outcast, you got anything?
Yeah, just thanks for joining us. Obviously, R&L Displays, and definitely have a safe New Year celebration if you're having one. And if you don't, you should at least have one with yourself. Don't be stingy. And take care, everybody.
All right. And Squibload, anything?
What?
Any shout outs or plugs?
Oh, I was busy looking at all these Smith & Wesson accessories on Amazon. Hey, I'll plug Amazon for having Smith & Wesson stuff. Check it out.
Mind you, I tell you what, you can get, they carry 1791 holsters, which are damn good for their money. I got 2 or 3 of those, by the way. So, I believe they're American made down in Florida, aren't they? So, anyway, that I will be back on Saturday, January 1st, 2022 at 3 p.m. Eastern, the only time zone that matters. So just wanted to say that for you people out there who didn't know. Anyway, so that's it. I want to say thank you for stopping by on this Wednesday evening. I really do appreciate it. And I don't know if we solved Amazon's problems, but I had a good time just bitching. I wasn't venting, I was bitching tonight. So there is a difference. And I can leave a link to a video if you want it on the difference. So there you go. So I will say good night to everybody, and I will see you all on Saturday, New Year's Day. So have a good New Year's Eve. Don't worry about being safe. Be wild. Let your hair down. Do it. Take that firearm out of your holster and shoot it in the air if you want to.
No.
All right, anyway. So I want to say thanks, everybody, for a great year, and I will see you on Saturday. So good night, everybody. Good night, Sabrina.